In this session we're going to have a look at how to complete a City and Guilds practice exam paper. We're going to focus on the non-calculator paper to start with. Okay, let's have a look at our first question. 531 multiplied by 1.4. In this case, the decimal point is the issue. So we notice that there's one decimal place in the sum. I'm going to calculate 531. I'm going to ignore the decimal point and I'm going to do it times it by 40. 531 times by 10 . 5310. Five 31 multiplied by 4 . Is 2,124. Add those together. $7,434. We've got to remember that in the original sum we had one decimal place, so we have to put one decimal place back into the answer. So the answer to that question, 531 times by 1.4 is 743.4. Question 2, 5 to the power of 4, which basically means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Times by 5 is 125. And finally, times by 5, again, simple way, just adding all the 125s together. $625. Following diagram shows a parallelogram. So we know from the parallelogram that this angle is going to be the same as this angle. So that one there is 110. These two angles are going to be the same. So we're 360 degrees in a square-sided shape. So when we've added the two 110 degree angles together, we've got 220. We take that away from 360. It means the two remaining angles are made up of 140 degrees. So basically A is 70 degrees. Which of the following works out to the largest number? 52% as a fraction in its lowest terms. Well, 52% is actually 52 over 100. Okay. Divide the top number, divide the bottom number by 2. And again by 2. And that's as small as you can go. You can't go any smaller than 13 over 25. Our next question is a probability question. If the wheel is spun, what is the chance of a diamond being the winner, giving your answer as a fraction? We can see here there is only one diamond, but there are 12 shapes. So the answer to that is 1. For question 7, which calculation gives an approximate area of the circle in square centimetres? We've got a radius of 3.92. So approximation, we could make that 4. We know to work out the area of a circle we need pi. Pi is generally 3.14, but because we're using approximation we can use pi as 3. The formula to work out the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. If we're using the radius as 4, the radius squared would be 16. Three times 16 is the approximation of how to work out the area of that circle. Pi 3 times 16 would give us the answer. A little bit of bid mass here. 8 minus 4 squared divided by 8. Okay. 4 squared, 4 fours, 16. 8 minus 16 is minus 8 divided by 8. 8 divided by 8 gives us 1, but because it's a minus, it's a minus 1. What are the coordinates of the line at point X? There it is. Five. Minus 3. Which of the following is the front elevation of the house from the view shown? We can see here that the annex to the house is on the left hand side, so it has to be C. This is another probability question, and it's a probability of 2 events. The train is more than 5 minutes late, the bus is more than 5 minutes late 3/5 of the times they use it. 2 fractions. To find the probability of 2 events we multiply, and when we multiply fractions we multiply across the top. 1 times 3, 6 times 5, and we simplify that, divide both by 3, and 1 over 10. A model maker wants to make a model of a ship. He used the scale of 1 to 50. The ship was 100 foot long and 1 foot is 0.3 metres. We're going to work out how big the ship was in real life. Okay, in real life. 30 metres, or 3,000 centimetres. Remember, there are 100 centimetres in a metre. The scale is 1 to 50. So we have to divide the 3,000 by 50. So I'm going to cross the two noughts off at the end. 5 into 3 doesn't go. 5 into 30 goes 6 times. I've got a 0 here. Pop it on the top of the line. 60 centimetres. And that's the end of section 1.